And a good day, folks. The Butch Man here, the most generic, most average, least talented personality on YouTube. Folks, today we're diving into it. We need to discuss what's been going on. We need to talk about the elephant in the room. And I don't mean me gaining weight. I mean the elephant in the room. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the nation today. And, there's it's very taboo subject matter. But we don't shy away from that stuff here at the Butch Man's YouTube channel. But I want to make a point so we don't offend anybody. But here's my take on certain scenarios. You got to think about it like, if you take just how we do things and how globally we intend for, when you decide on a premise, say it's into the night or through the day, between the lines, you might need to, when you start from scratch and you have this foundation and you want to build, let's say you're building, and so here, let's just take this situation right here, and we have it, and it's right in front of us, and nobody wants to say this or that, but here's where you go. Now, in order to go, think of it like this. Okay, all right, I'm gonna be honest with you now, because I gotta be straight up, because I gotta be honest. So when you take that, because I mean, think about it. You cannot do this. Okay, so let's say you did. You took this scenario, you perpetrated it into a wolf's nest of countersink water flanges for under the deck drilling. Okay, and then you said, I don't think we're going to do this. Now, what have you done? You've now dug yourself this grapevine of a studio target waist Chuck Berry hamster wheel. When that happens, okay, let me keep it real. I want to keep it real because you are the Butch Man studio. You are the Butch Man target audience. If you take that realism and you flounder it when here it should be built to the crescendo of all that is good and decent, and then you sprinkle some socks or boxers on it. I mean, when you do that, you can't even take the particles off of that anymore. Because let's say, okay, all right, okay. Now, what if? Now you got to think, what if? So what if we took this and we decided, okay, now it's time for us to move along, to don the mask and be the one that you wish you could. And if that happens, now you have other people saying that, okay, this person just targeted the propane torch in the wrong manner. If you take that and then you target it in the wrong manner, how are you ever gonna approach the bench and be the what's the word I'm looking for? Be the superstar, if you will, on top of Old Smoky? Well, okay, how about this? Okay, now think of it this way. Now, you just can't take this this area, this particular spot, you can't take that, move it to the other side, smack it up, flip it, rub it down, oh no. Okay, you could actually, but then who comes in from the other part? Now you're talking the issue. So, when that issue rolls in, it says, okay, here, you did that. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to turn around and talk dirty to me. And then those countersink water flanges under the deck before, they're gone. It's history. You can't reproduce that then. That's a done deal. So now the problem becomes this whole issue, this whole problem, where we're not seeing everybody right through the thin coat warrant. You have to understand that because you didn't, you now have to probably look up at it. And when you're looking up at it, it means that your viewpoint isn't the it's not the mountain peak that you thought it was. It doesn't mean you can't grow. It doesn't mean you can't continue. It just means that you now need to understand we all can't just cover bag the furnace, because then you got people over there doing that. You got the people over there doing that. It's never going to roll into one. It's never going to snowball into the effect, down the runway, into the cartwheel. You know, I mean, let's just say, okay, we'll do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's talk about the firmness of that park. Okay, so all right. Well, what if okay, wait a second. Now, hold on. Don't take it. Let's say you gave the part of let's say you gave the screwdriver, okay? Now that takes another area of participial phrases, and now you have the screwdriver, you have the countersink water flanges under the deck. They're all running away. Everything is running away. How can you have a system put in place like that? You can't have a system put in place when that's not the porpoise or the hare. I mean, okay, here, now again, I gotta get into it. Now, it may offend some people, but if and only if the paper was underneath the sink, okay? So now you're catching the leak, you're tightening up the bolt, the air supply is on the record player because it's all out of love. I mean, it's so lost without you. But if you take that, now you have this other people, and this is why nobody can agree on anything. This is why we have so much diversion and anti-establishmentarianism, anti-disestablishmentarianism, or floxy-noxy neolipilification, because that has overtaken the boundaries of any single one of these dynamics. And when you have that, it's total obtrusity. So I can't put it any more simpler than that. I don't know. If you think that I'm doing this I haven't done this for you. If you take this the wrong way, then if you can't tell me that you thought that if you think that I can tell you how to be, if you can tell me what to do when you don't go, if she tells you, then it doesn't work. If she tells him, no. If you tell me, then I know, but it can't. So we're stuck. With that, this is your pal, the Butch Man, signing off. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. I want you to tell me exactly what you thought of my issue, because I got right to the point. People, I don't have anything better to do.